Thank you, Matt. Now 6:43 here on this Thursday. NorthWestern Energy held its electricity supply resource planning meeting yesterday.
And officials talked about where their energy supply would come from in the future. MTN's Morgan Davies has more from the meeting in Butte.
NorthWestern Energy used their presentation to talk about renewable energy resources. They also showed how those renewable resources needed to be partnered with their other energy sources to make sure they can power Montana.
It also allows us an opportunity to talk about our customers' future needs and the types of resources that we're going to use to meet those needs.
According to NorthWestern, wind power is the largest source of renewable energy. However, there are gaps with all renewable resources.
Our portfolio of renewable resources, which are primarily wind, which are variable in their generation, we also need to have resources available to kind of make up when they change their production.
Those other sources of energy come from places like Colstrip and Basin Creek Generation Station. There has been some criticism towards the company for their use of thermal energy. But after the presentation, the Electric Technical Advisory Committee felt that they were taking a good step.
You turn the light switch on, something happens, and I think the future has a lot to do with renewable energy, but it has to be feathered in. It has to transition in to the existing grid, and that's going to take some time.
Of course, another large concern is the future of Colstrip. NorthWestern Energy is contracted with the plant through 2040. However, ETAC wants to make sure a plan is in place for when that day comes.
Colstrip, we know, is probably, for market reasons, seeing the end of its useful life, and that might be another 10 or 15 years, but it's time to start planning for how to fill in behind, and I think there's a lot of opportunity.
NorthWestern says they plan to hold another public meeting like this one in the near future. Reporting in Butte, Morgan Davies, MTN News.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America is asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all. On a highway or a road along a levee, performance is sweeter, nothing can beat her. Life is completer in a Chevy. So make a date today to see the USA. See it in your Chevrolet.
Traveling east, traveling west, wherever you go, Chevy service is best. Southward or north, near place or far, there's a Chevrolet dealer for your Chevrolet car.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. The Rockies way out west are calling you. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA, where fields of golden wheat pass and review. Whether traveling light or with a load that's heavy, performance is sweeter, nothing can beat her. Life is completer in a Chevy. So make a date today to see the USA and see it in your Chevrolet.
Hello, Americans. I'm Paul Harvey. You know what the news is. In a minute, you're going to hear the rest of the story.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nub. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still lights of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Keys, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.